So I'm trying to get this thing right. I hope it's working the way it's supposed to, but hopefully it is. I really can't see myself. So hopefully we on the right page. I want to welcome you ladies to the Inspiration in 30. My name is Gloria Ward, and I am the founder of this platform, the I'm Loving Me Project, where we inspire you to love yourself and to let you know just how wonderful and powerful you are. Happy Friday to everyone. It's actually January the 14th. We are mid month of 2022, and I'm really hoping that you guys are doing the work that you need to do in order to get to where you need to be or to change your circumstances. I want you guys to know that we put it out. Our Ant Therapy mini workshop is out. Our other mini workshop is out, the Life Changing Seasons. You can go ahead and register for those. They are free. You just go, you register, and then you show up on Thursday around, I think it's both at 7 o'clock, and you come and you get an understanding and have an intimate conversation about what it is that you really want to do. That's the part where you get the floor and you get to experience and understand um, why you do the things you do, what season of life you're in, how do you manage your negative thoughts, and how do you start to move forward in your life? Because remember, if you don't have the tools to do better, then you're just going to be, running around like a little hamster, right? So we don't want that. We want to be able to give you the tools to guide you and to help you walk that life that you want to walk, right? And live the life that you want to live. And that comes from being able to be around the right people, have people speak into your life, and really start to focus on you in your journey, right? So I know for me, I constantly, like, I immerse myself in this work and I do it all the time. Why? Because I need to stay focused. So we're going to do as much as we can to keep you immersed in being able to grow as a person, to heal, to really step out there and also have some fun, right? Because I mean, all this stuff should not be boring. You should be able to live your life at the same time while walking your journey. Because that's what life is about, right? So I'm glad that you're here. The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that we also gonna be doing Sisters How Y'all Feel, which is going to be a series in February for women, specifically Black women. As we talk about us and our culture, we're gonna have a couple of guests to come on and really talk about the different topics. But the main thing, remember, the main thing that I want is to hear from you guys, to get that feedback so that we know how to really progress moving forward as we doing what we're doing. Our community is up and going. I just need some admins so that it's just not just sitting there, right? I need some admins who will actually be engaged and help out as far as asking questions and making sure the group is cool and not just something that is doormat. So if you know someone or if you are admin yourself and you're looking for a little side gig or hustle, come and holla at us. I think you can send the email to info@imlovingme.net and just let me know. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get into the inspiration in 30. And what I wanted to talk about, I'm not going to take up too much of your time, is the fact that it's time to tell the truth, right? It's time to tell the truth. At this point in your life and the way things are working out for you, when you take a look at your life, where you see where you are, it's time to go ahead and tell the truth about where you really are and where you want to go, and really tell the truth about where you actually stand in your life, right? A lot of us don't want to look at that because that is really pulling back the layers and looking at all of the things we did right. But a lot of the things that we have done wrong, and we, knowing that we are human, we really focus on the things that went wrong. So we try to shield those away, right? We try to ignore those pains, right? But we got to know where we've been so we know where we're going. And then once we know where we're going, there's no looking back, right? So you got to be able to tell the truth. You have to say to yourself, I need to get my finances in order if I want to live or have or do X. Because right now my finances look like whatever, right? Let me tell y'all something. I was sitting here the other day, because people don't believe I do this, but I do it myself. I went and I printed out all my, see, Wells Fargo up here, Wells Fargo. I printed out all my financials for the last couple of months, right? All my financials for the last couple of months. Why? Because I need to know where my money going. I need to tell the truth about myself. I need to figure out why or what I need to do to go ahead and progress, right? I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, well, girl, you sitting out here and you eating a lot, right? You going out and you eating every day, you're doing a whole bunch of stuff where you spending hundreds of dollars a month just eating out. We got to be able to tell the truth, right? We got to be able to look ourselves in the mirror and also say, you know what? I really don't like the way my life is going right now. I really need to go ahead and make some changes because I know I want to do better, but I'm stuck in this cycle that I believe that I can't get out of, right? So we sit up here and we say, well, what are we doing every day? How are we showing up? Well, I'm going to work. I'm doing that because I got to pay my bills and I got to live, right? But also, once the weekend come, I'm looking for something to do. I'm looking to go out. I'm looking to hang out with my friends. I'm looking to, do a little something. Why? Because I had a hard week. And that's cool. Nobody's saying that you cannot have any fun. But if you know that you're supposed to be working on something else, can that fund be redirected in a different way where if you have a finance plan, you're not spending as much money because you got something else that you're trying to do or achieve? You get what I'm saying? Also, when you sitting there and you saying to yourself, you know, Gloria, I'm looking in the mirror every day. I'm doing these damn affirmations. I am sitting here trying to figure out what does life look like for me, right? And I understand that I got some healing work to do. I understand that I got some healing work to do. Cuz you know why? Every time I meet someone, I always find something wrong with them and I get rid of them because I don't want to face the fact that I'm afraid, right? Or I don't want to face the fact that something is wrong with me, but I'm just blaming everybody else. It cannot be everybody else's fault as to why you where you are in your life. And you know that. It's not because the kids, it's not because of the grandkids, it's not because of who did what to you. Circumstances happen where this is your life now, but you're choosing to stay where you are. And that's hard to hear. You're choosing to stay where you are because you're telling yourself some negative things. Telling yourself, well, I don't know what to do. This has been my life for the longest time. I don't know where to start. It's too hard to get out there. It's going to be a lot of work to do this. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to be a lot of time. Myself healed, when my body feels better, right? When I'm able to get in a position to do this, it's always the right time to get started right now. All those excuses you making, all of those things that you are telling yourself, as to why you're not moving forward are damn lies. Okay? Are lies. Hey, Ryan. Yep, I'm trying to tell you. They're lies. And the more you keep telling yourself those lies, the more you stay stuck. Think about it, right? Think about it. Here you are saying to yourself, okay, you know what I'm going to do? This year, Gloria, I'm going to work out. I'm going to get myself together. We're going to find some love. We're going to be popping. This year, I'm going to get me some real estate. I'm going to get myself together. And it's like, okay, that's cool. We ready. Now let's go out and do that. And you're like, well, I gotta get this in order first. And then I gotta look and find this. And then you start to come up with these excuses, right? You start to hold yourself back and you keep saying to yourself, well, I can't do this until. You got to tell yourself the truth. You have to tell yourself, look, I know I'm a hot mess. I know I'm a hot mess. I know my habits is not that great. I know that I have a lot to learn when it comes to myself. I know I got a lot of healing to do because of what happened to me, because of what I've allowed people to say about me. And I know that it's going to take time, right? Once you tell yourself the truth, I promise you, and I'm gonna keep preaching this forever and a day. Once you start to tell yourself the truth, the world opens up to you. It really does. The world opens up to you. You know why? Because now you're allowing yourself to free yourself from all that baggage and that shit you've been carrying for the longest. And you're not letting it be a stronghold in your life, right? It's no longer ruling you like it was before. You got to understand something. You got to understand something. The moment that you get free is the day that you start living. I'm a living testimony of that. Okay? You're a living testimony of that. You know it. You know it. The moment that you tell yourself the truth is the moment that you become free. Why would you sit up here and keep lying to yourself about who you are, who you don't like, what you're not going to do, and how you're going to be, how closed off you are, and you're not going to do this and you're not going to do that? But that's not even you. You're a lovable person. You're a giving person. You were put here to go ahead and help someone else. But guess what? If you're holding yourself back and you're not telling yourself the truth, you only stopping your own blessing. Yes, life happened. It did. It scared you. You shut yourself down. You hardened your heart. You went through a lot of trials and tribulations. You went through a phase where you said, F everybody, you don't care. You decided not to do nothing. And that's okay. That is called grief. You don't have to apologize for that, right? You went through a period where you had to get yourself together. You went through a period where you just didn't believe in yourself. You also went through a period where you were angry, you were upset, you were depressed, and that is okay. But now, when you look at yourself in the mirror, tell yourself the truth. I know that I'm depressed and I need to figure out how to get out of this. I know my shit is not right. And I know it's something wrong up here. I don't know what they call it, but I need to go get me some help. Because I know that I am not supposed to be living or doing or having what it is that I have now. I know that I deserve more. And they say, how do you know that? Because I feel it. I feel it in here. It's nothing I saw on TV. It's nothing that, somebody else told me. I feel it in here. Because every day I wake up with a new opportunity. And the more that I sit up here and go through this routine and really not tapping into who I am, the more I feel dead inside. I know that I'm not telling myself the truth because I'm walking around just going through the emotions. I'm just existing. I'm not doing anything that I told myself that I was going to do. And then I find myself blaming everybody. And I find myself doing shit for other people and not doing anything for myself. Something is wrong. Somebody's wrong. And it ain't them. Because remember, if people can use you, they will. It's not anything bad, but people want what they want. You want what you want. And if somebody can give it to you easily, you would take it. Okay? So you can't blame those people who want something from you. You giving it to them because you haven't told yourself the truth. You haven't formed any boundaries. So they're going to keep taking. Why not? You got to get comfortable in knowing that people want what they want, including you. And if somebody is going to give it to you, you will take it. You'll say, no, Gloria, that's not right. I do have morals and ethics and all that stuff. Yes, you do. But at the same time, you want what you want and you'll take it. The problem is that you have takers, and that will drain you. They will drain you and suck you dry. And that's only because you allow them to, right? You allow them to because you didn't tell yourself the truth about who you really are. You didn't stand up for yourself. You're not loving yourself. You're not being your own best friend. You're not taking control of what you know to be true for you. Well, Gloria, I don't know where to start. Right here in the mirror. And say those things that you are afraid to say. When you look at yourself and you say, I don't have it all together. I don't. I don't have it all together. I'm sitting up here trying to figure out how am I going to get out of the situation that I'm in? Because I really don't love them. But I'm afraid to hurt their feelings. And then I got to figure out where I'm going to go. Because I really don't know much about myself to get out there and live on my own. I remember when I was when I had to confront my husband about what was going on with us in our marriage. And it was so hurtful for me because I had to I went in the bathroom, and this is so crazy. I went in the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I was crying, right? I was crying. And I said to myself, I said, Gloria, you gotta do stuff for you. You gotta live for you. You need to get your shit together, right? Because my business was failing at the time. I was still trying to grow. I was still trying to figure out where I fit, how I make it happen. And I knew that I didn't want to work for anyone else. So I didn't have a job. And I'm like, I don't know what to do, right? I don't know what to do. And so I started to get these flashes in my head, right? Because I was saying to myself, like, what have you been doing all these years? You've been telling yourself a story for the longest where you wanted to be married, you wanted the security, you wanted someone to take care of you, and you just wanted to do your own thing. You wanted the fairy tale life, right? Doesn't mean that I wasn't doing anything, but that's what I wanted. And when that got turned upside down, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know who I was. And yes, I act out for 8 years. It took me 8 years. You get what I'm saying? 8 years to get this shit right. And I'm telling you that story to let you know it doesn't happen overnight. You're not going to be healed once you tell yourself the truth in 24 hours, 72 hours. You're not going to go straight to work and fly out there like Superman and go ahead and get some stuff done, right? You're not going to just automatically change your life and then wake up and just be this different person. No, you go through anger, you go through depression, you go through the worst. You hit rock bottom before you can come up. Why? Because once things happen, now you got to go through the process of rebuilding and finding yourself. Because what you thought was your life got turned upside down. What you thought or who you thought was you is now somebody else. You get it? Now, let me tell you something. When you tell the truth, that's when growth happens. That's all. That's when growth happens. When you look at yourself and you really start to tell yourself the truth about who you currently are right now, then you'll start to change and really start to look at yourself. The key is don't say it in here. You got to say it out loud. Because when you say it out loud, it sounds crazy. When I looked in the mirror and I was trying to tell myself the truth back then, I said, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. And I said, Glow, you're an alcoholic. You are. You drinking a half a bottle of vodka every day? Come on now. Telling yourself you're getting it together? Come on now. Going to jail and getting in trouble? In my head, I'm having fun. I'm doing what I want to do because ain't nobody going to hold me back no more and F them and all this stuff, right? All that. That's what I got going on. But really, when I'm looking at myself, I'm like, damn, is this what it means to be an alcoholic? That ain't me. That's not me. That is not me. I know that's not me because I can stop at any time and I can get it together. Mm-mm. Nope. Then I had to say to myself, Chloe, you really don't love yourself. Because if you did, you wouldn't be putting yourself out here like that. Chloe, you angry. And you angry at him, you angry at them, you sitting up here blaming them. Your ass is out here blaming the people who gave you a job to get yourself together. You don't like them. You showing up every day not liking them. And they paying you. And then I'm telling myself they should pay me, right? Because I know what I know and I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm good at it and I should be able to rock this thing out and they need to pay me more. Well, sometimes you got to say, bitch, if you did what you were supposed to do, you wouldn't be here making the kind of money that you making. But you made a choice. You made that choice. And now you're here. They didn't ask you to come. You asked for a job, and that's what they gave you. So you got to tell yourself the truth. You can't sit here and say that you growing, but you still hiding on the inside that guilt you feeling. You can't do that. You're not going to get far. Just like you say, Gloria, well, I want to go ahead and build wealth. If you're not investing in another business or real estate or the stock market, then you're not going to build any wealth. You're going to be chasing money. You're going to be chasing money. Building wealth is about building residual income, building a business, getting some real estate, and investing in the stock market. Those are only three ways to build wealth. Anything else, you're going to be running your whole life. Right? So we know, but we don't do. We know, but we don't do. But if you keep telling yourself the truth, eventually you'll get tired of saying the same damn thing to yourself. Just like how you talk to your kids or grandkids. When you say, I'm tired of saying the same damn thing over and over again, and I just don't realize why you don't get it. Well, tell yourself that. I just don't realize why you don't get it. And the reason why is because we are afraid to make these moves. We are afraid. We know the truth, but we're afraid to act because it disrupts everything. It disrupts everything. My life is going to change. Like, I'm going to lose people and I'm not going to have the same friends and I'm not going to have the same job. Well, that's the risk you take. And that shit is scary. Very scary. Right? You gotta know that if you got goals and you're trying to move forward and you got things that you want to do, and you telling yourself that you're gonna be this different kind of person, you gotta tell yourself the truth. Can't be just sitting back, writing shit down all day, thinking it's gonna come to fruition if you just keep writing it down every day. No, it's not. You keep praying about it, praying, you're telling God your desires, and He waiting on you to take action. because he know the desires of your heart. You tell him every day, God, please, God, help, God, look, God, do this. He listening. He hears you. He waiting on you. Make me better. Heal my body. Help me with this. Do this. Cool. But what are you doing to help that? How are you helping him help you? The way that you get things moving is you go ahead and you start to tell yourself the truth. That's it. Start there. This weekend, if you got time and you got 10 minutes where things are peaceful, look at yourself in the mirror and talk to that person. Talk to you and tell you the truth about you. For real. Something will click. I'm trying to tell you, something will click. Now, please, please don't do this. You really ugly. You need to get yourself together and your teeth needs to get fixed. And that's not, come on now. That's being negative, right? That's not what I'm saying. You go and you tell yourself the truth. I'm trying to go ahead and get myself a house. I print out all of my statements for the last 5 or 6 months, and then when I look at those things, I see that I'm spending a lot of money on eating out. I'm spending a lot of money on clothes. I'm spending a lot of money on things that I don't need. Shh, we need to correct that. I know that I want to be able to, heal myself, have a great relationship. But for some reason, everybody that I meet, I cut them off. There's something wrong. Not with them, with me. I need to see what I can dig deeper into and start to heal so I can fix that. Because I want a relationship. But every time I go out, I find something wrong with somebody. And I'm out there like, well, everybody ain't, you know, everybody ain't for everybody, but god damn, nobody's working. That ain't them. It's me. That's what I'm working on, right? It's me. All right. Y'all have a great weekend. I love y'all. I'm gonna get out of here and keep things moving. But if you need me, let me know. Go ahead and take a look at the two events that we have coming up. One is next Thursday, and the other one is the Thursday after that. All you have to do is go ahead and register, and you'll be cool and come and join us. Okay? All right. I love y'all. Gotta go. Bye.